Hey, finance enthusiasts! We're all chasing success and wealth, but everyone makes mistakes along the way. Think you're the only one? Think again. To prove it, today I've got some videos from successful folks who've shared the blunders they've encountered. Let's dive in.
I interviewed for a job 58 times and was turning down every single time. And I knew the reason why now, but at that time it was devastating.
What was the reason?
If you actually thought you're better than the person who's interviewing you, it shows.
Absolutely, getting cocky isn't good, especially when talking to a potential employer. It's better to be humble and let your work achievements speak for themselves. Trust me, friends, that's way more effective. Mistakes aren't just about behavior. Technical errors are crucial too, since they directly impact work processes and outcomes. So let's check out the next video. Remember, and even better, take notes.
Most entrepreneurs, if you're watching this, I've never seen a business that follows the Excel spreadsheet projections. Okay, Excel lies.
Right.
Because you put in the assumptions. Right. So on Excel, from month one, you're making $1 million, and then it just goes up like this.
That's right.
In reality, it's a big hockey stick. Right. It's a lot of money into the business first,
Right.
before you get to yield anything out. And what a lot of entrepreneurs also don't get is that's also the time when you're working the most.
It is.
Right?
It is.
So it's counterintuitive to the world of work you come from, because in the world of work you come from, you work and get paid.
And get paid, right.
Here you're working and you're paid.
And you're paid, it's like at the same time.
I'm not sure about all this.
Interesting thought. From my perspective, spreadsheets should be used more for tracking and reporting than planning. After all, Excel is super handy. I wouldn't know how many sunflower seeds I have in stock without it. Drop in the comments what tools you use for planning and data management. I'm curious to know. Catch you in the next episode, friends, and remember, hamsters are power. One for all and all for one. Hey there, my crypto crew. Miss me? 'Cause I sure missed you. Today, we're hitting up some hefty topics, like a bit about taxes and dropping cash into new tech. How much do you reckon people are pouring into AI these days? Well, let's tune in and find out if your guess hits the mark.
Do you know what the world's GDP is?
No.
It's about $100 trillion. Of that, about 50 to 60% is in labor. Technology is roughly like 15% of it. And over the next decade, if we grow at the more traditional GDP growth rates, it'll be anywhere from 125 to 130. What if technology grows from 15% to 20%? That's like 25 trillion in technology companies, up from say 15 trillion today. So 10 trillion of annual spend will get created for technology companies over the next decade. When you think about $200 billion spent on CapEx, I think the question is really like the 200 billion should result in 600 billion of revenue. I think the revenue will be there because, again, we're not just tackling software, linear software as I call it. We're tackling labor and labor shortages and things that humans can do, but it's the worst part of their job, or we don't have enough people who can do the job.
Wow, now those are some big bucks. I had no idea so much dough was getting funneled into tech. AI is handy for a lot, but I'm still waiting for a robot that can sort my sunflower seeds. Hopefully we'll get those soon. Now, let's dive into a topic that's a bit of a sore spot for all investors, taxes. But this time we'll hear from a top innovator who I'm sure most of you know well. So, take it away, Elon.
You get taxed on what you own, you get taxed on what you buy, and you get taxed on what you own. And it's like, okay, this is, you know, taxes, and you know, and then what does it get spent on? A bunch of the stuff it gets spent on you don't even agree with. So you know that's why we need to reduce the size of government and just spend less money and you know, let the people keep a lot more of their hard-earned money. You know, it's yeah. So.
Nobody likes paying taxes, but it seems we can't really do without them either. Though this guy just created humanoid robots, so maybe he's onto something. What do you think, friends? Do you agree with Elon? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let the debates begin. That's all for today. Stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now, and remember, hamsters are power, one for all and all for one.